It's been so long since I've streamed. It's like I already forgot how I'm supposed to do things. What's good people? It is Saturday, March 1st. Hey, and I am back on the tubes live anyways. And for this not collecting uncensored, for this Purge sale preview that's coming up March 21st, if I remember right. It's Friday night, and we'll be doing it at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. And I've got Trev, the shipping guru, who's going to be selling alongside me. And we've actually got a new seller as well that hopefully we'll be able to introduce him this evening. If you've seen the thumbnail, you already know who he is. But hey, if you haven't, then it'll be a surprise. So, for right this second, it's just going to be me. And hopefully, I know Trev was unable to make it this evening. So, prayers out to him and his family. Nothing big or tragic or anything like that. But, yeah, something came up. So, and then my surprise seller has not been able to make it yet. So, but I believe he will be here. I believe so. Brian Ilsius says, let's go. Yes. Kenneth Bird in the house says hi to everyone here tonight. Appreciate you, Kenneth. Thank you for coming and hanging out this evening. I'm horrible at advertising for this lately, so I gotta get better at that, especially since the sale is this month in 3 weeks. 3 weeks sale, y'all came here to see books, so let's start showing off books. First one up, I have not read this yet. This is Spawn Batman. This is the original from Todd McFarlane and Frank Miller. What am I doing again back to not remembering how I'm supposed to be doing this. Try and keep some of the glare off the books. There you go. Spawn and Batman. This is a pretty high grade copy. I actually thought about getting this graded because it was that high of a grade. But yeah, Spawn, Batman. To go along with the crossovers, we've got Punisher, Batman. Nice little Joker back there in the back. Punisher and Batman. Dixon, Ramita Jr. So. Richard in the house. Is we live? Are we live? Yes, we are live. We are live. Now, how good I am at it, that's a whole nother question, a whole nother story. But, yes, I am live. Let's see. Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and the Punisher. That'll be up. Hearts of Darkness. Then hit that like button, nerd. Appreciate you, Richard. So, they shouldn't hit the like button if it wasn't live? Is it just because it's live that we gotta hit the like button? We can't do it on a... what about the people that are watching the replay? If there anybody out there watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. But yeah, what about those people? They should hit the like button too, I think. Appreciate you, Richard. Thank you. Dark Knight 2. I was going to try and get this whole series, and I just decided not to. And I'm giving away my Dark Knight Returns. I had the entire set in floppy. I'm giving that to Richard of the podcast, not this Richard. I like this Richard. He's cool, but he's not of the podcast. He may listen to the podcast, which would be awesome as well. But it's not the same Richard. But thank you, Richard. But yeah, Richard of the podcast. He was a fan. He wanted it for his collection, and he's done a lot for me and the podcast and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, man, I'm just gonna give this to you. You want it? I don't want it. It'll be going to a good home. You take it. So I still have to give it to him. Quite like all my other AOKs that I have. That if you've seen my room tour, then you know. That's a big stack of AOKs. But Otaku Mike is in the house. Yes. Yay, it's time for the pre-purge. Yes. Yes. Pre-game. Pre-purge game. Absolutely. What's going on, man? Here's a series. I picked up this title because the covers are freaking amazing. And also, I am a fan of the DJ. I guess he'd be a DJ. Steve Aoki. It's really cool. And yeah, he had a comic book series called Neon Future, which is like, I believe, a title to one of his albums as well. And so I thought this would be really cool. I read it, and I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not a horrible story. It's just not something that I care to like keep. So there's issue 1, issue 2. Of course, it's like distant future where you have regular people and you have cyborgs, and the regular people look down on the cyborgs, but the cyborgs, they have really cool powers and stuff like that, and they have really cool abilities because, they're cyborgs. And so like there's the touch of like culture and people, not treating others the way that they should just because they're different. But then there's also the main character of this is kind of like a what was Keanu Reeves' character in The Matrix? What was his name? Neo? Neo? Is that what it was? Somebody help me out with that. Anyways, it's like a Neo character where he was a normal per se, and then he got in a bad accident, and so the cyborg saved him, but they had to make him a cyborg to save him. And so he was upset with himself because he's hated the cyborgs for however long, but he's actually the key to saving everybody. I don't know. Yes, that's what I thought, Neo. Thank you, Richard. But it has cool covers. This one was my favorite. This is that one right there. That is my favorite. Of course, she's the love interest. She's pretty badass. And then here's issue 6. It finishes with a cliffhanger, and I don't know that there is any talks of continuing it or anything like that. This is fairly old, but yeah. I mean, it stops, but it's not. It does have somewhat of a cliffhanger. So, but there you go. Neon Future. All this, I agree. There's not even though the short for your name is Dick, I don't think I've met a Richard that I didn't like. Oh, American Jesus by Mark Miller and Peter Gross. Gross. This is a trade. This has got all the, however many issues in it. And so I do have several trades that I want to put up for sale. The reason I'm going ahead and showing this one, though, is because not only do I have that, but I also have book 2, The New Messiah. And then I have the individual issues for Revelation. So this is finished. This is complete. From what I gather, the story felt done and complete. Shout out to Mark, Legion of Comics. He's a big Mark Miller fan. Interesting little book. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't the first one. Man, the first one had me. The first one, book 1, that had me hook, line, and sinker, and I was ready to go. And then 2, I wasn't a fan of. And then then there was the ending. So yeah, maybe somebody out there will get some enjoyment out of that. Secret Wars #1. This is the new one, Jonathan Hickman. So I know that's a hot book. Somebody needs a copy of that. I'll be selling that. Let's just grab this big stack of books right here, because I got a bunch. Of books. Here is The Thing, number 27. It was just a really cool Thing cover book. I only have one Thing book, and I have no ambitions at all of collecting the Thing. So Hopefully somebody out there is like a big Thing fan and needs this issue. That'd be fantastic. It's a newsie and it's in like really, really fantastic shape. I got this from a My Comic Shop mystery box, and like all their books in there were like, they were dollar bin type books, but they were all in fantastic shape, like fantastic shape. So G.I. Joe number 61. I know G.I. Joe has been hot lately, so maybe this book was someone that somebody needs. Fantastic Four, number 587. I opened this here recently because these were polybagged, and a lot like the Ultimate Fallout, what was it? Ultimate Comics, All New Spider-Man, the first issue of Miles Morales and his like solo title or solo series. They were signed by like those were signed by Stan Lee, like inside the polybag. Well, this one had a creator that signed it inside the polybag as well. This just didn't get as much hype. Anyways, I opened mine, and obviously mine is not signed, but it's there. It's a cool cover. Doctor Doom number 2. This is a second printing. I wish I had number 1, but Sam Wilson, Captain America number 4. So it's another second printing. Pretty cool cover. Pretty cool head, trade dress. I bought into these Disney covers for some reason, and now I totally regret it. And I don't even know. Like, they're all Spider-Man issues, so this is like a run of Spider-Man right here. That, yeah, I have no desire to have. So, I don't know what this is a Spider-Man, but it's got the Avengers cover. We've got the Fantastic Four cover. They're cool covers, don't get me wrong. But like, I wish they like here's Incredible Hulk cover. I wish this would have gone on a Hulk book. That would have been cool. But no, we put it all on a Spider-Man book. Infinity Gauntlet. Like, put that on I don't know, put it on a Thanos book. Put it on something. Put it on something different. New Avengers. And like, the characters didn't even stay like the Avenger that they were. Like, I think Goofy I've seen twice now as Iron Man, but then like there's an Iron Man cover that I did keep because I wanted that one. It's got Mickey as Iron Man. I'm like, and then like on top of that, like we just saw Goofy as the Hulk, and now he's Iron Man again. It's like, come on, continuity here. Let's go. Let's see. Pick up another stack of books right here. All new Captain America. This is, though, a Scotty Young variant. I know people like their Scotty Youngs, so maybe that's one that somebody needs. Anybody watch the Captain America movie? Let me know in the chat if you did and what you thought of it. Me and the missus just saw it last night. And I'm so excited because I get to talk about it with Richard and Jeremy from the podcast tomorrow night, and then that episode will be out the following Monday. So this coming up Monday on the Comically Comics podcast will be a review of Marvel Rivals. I was not there to be able to participate. However, Jeremy and Richard are bigger gamers than I am. And, yeah, I'm sure they did a fantastic job of reviewing that because they did the review for the Spider-Man game however long ago. And that was freaking awesome as well. So, if you're into games, I'm just saying, we've done a couple now. We've done a few. Man of Steel. I believe this is some John Byrne goodness. And if you say that name, I've heard that Mr. Akins will appear. So, John Byrne. It's number 2. John Byrne. I like that cover. It's a cool cover. John Byrne. Issue 4 of The Man of Steel. Man. Here's issue 5. No Mr. Akins yet. Tonight's early, though. And issue 6. Ta-da! Otaku Mike says, I watched it. It wasn't perfect, but I did enjoy the movie. You know, I think that's solid. That's I'm like right there with you, honestly. Like was it a perfect movie? Was it the perfect MCU movie? Was it one of those where you're like, yes, the MCU's back, blah 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 blah? Like, no. No, it wasn't that. However, that movie did a lot that we've been needing for the past however many years now that nothing else has been doing. And, you know, Disney was doing this big push for like being inclusive and like having diversity. I think this is the best job they have done since like really doing those pushes, and it being like organic and not feeling like woke or pushed or forced or any of that jazz. Like, I think it was fantastic as far as that goes. Like, your main character was a black man. His sidekick is a Latino character, and then the other one was a female from Israel. Like, talk about representation. Like that was solid. That was solid. So, and then like I the way, you know, me and my wife were talking about it, and the pacing was good. Like, I know they were going for a Winter Soldier effect, and I know that this did not hit that. But I'm fine with that. The pacing was really good in my opinion. The weak parts were to me were like classic MCU. We've got mind control again. And then on top of that, it was the leader like was the biggest letdown for me, which again is classic MCU because like they don't do their villains well, but it's more that like his look, it was so easy. You didn't have to do anything big or like actually did have to do, like he needed to bulb his head, but like this what they did, I was just like, no, not the leader. Oh, yeah. The diversity part, yes. You're laughing at me. That's funny. All right, back to the comic books. I don't want to spoil anything with Captain America. Kingdom Come I believe this is issue 3. This is actually like single. No, this is 4. Apologies. This is issue 4. So, Mark Waid, Alex Ross throughout the entire freaking book, y'all. Alex Ross. Awesome. Ultraman #1. Now, this is not the first appearance of Ultraman, nor is it his first volume, but for you Ultraman fans out there, maybe you need this book. I bought 2 copies by accident. So, sad day. Sad day. This was a hot book there for a bit, and I've got the entire mini-series right here. This is West Coast Avengers #1. First appearance of the West Coast Avengers. #2. Which I was reading Tom King's Vision while I was out. Like I was on a plane here recently. And in that Tom King, they said that Vision created the West Coast Avengers. And I'm like, wait a second. This looks like Hawkeye created it. So now I'm confused. And I'm like, I need to really educate myself here. I'm pretty sure Vision like was one of the, one of the people on there, but here's issue 3. And issue 4. So yeah, entire West Coast Avengers limited series right there, ready to go if you need that in your life. I have it. Alright, another giant stack of books. Giant stack. This was a hot book there for a minute, not so much anymore. Fantastic Four number 358. This has got the first appearance of Paybok, the Power Scroll. Nobody cares about him anymore. For now. And now we're going to go 100 issues back, 100, and go to Fantastic Four number 258 with that awesome... Is this John Byrne? I believe this is Byrne. I'm going to just say it is and have somebody correct me. Fantastic Four Doom cover. Here is the first appearance, I guess first full appearance of, let's see, it's not Franklin, it's not Reed, it's Nathan Richards. Fantastic Four number 273. A book that I was specking on there for a bit because, you know, Kang was a thing. And, yeah, not so much anymore. This is a low-grade copy, but still, like, a copy of the Avengers number 260. This is the first cover appearance of Nebula. Like, does this really, like, I guess it does count because that's what people call it, but, like, is this really a thing? Is this really a thing? First cover appearance of Nebula? Like the shade right there? Let me introduce y'all to somebody right here. This is Brian LCS, who is joining
late, but I'm here.
No, you're here. You're on time. Are you kidding me? The stream's still going. I'm showing books. You're on time. Appreciate you coming on, man. I'm excited to have you join the Purge.
Yeah. I'm staring at a short box full of books, so yeah.
Nice. Okay. Cool. I can take a break if you wanna join.
Go ahead. Take show. I want to see how you do it, and then I can learn.
Got you. Well, I'm doing a show on them right now, so yeah. The actual, I mean, if people reach out or want to offer to buy something, that that's between you and those people. But like the actual Purge show, that'll be at the end of March, right. 21st.
21st. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I saw the stream already set up.
Got you. Okay, cool. All right. I'll show off some more books then. We got Fantastic Four, number 281. This, I'm pretty sure, is the first cover appearance of Malice. So, first appearance of Malice was, hot book there for a bit because of Rivals. And then I'm like, hey, first cover, that's got to be something. That's got to do something.
That's a Byrne cover too, right?
We're going to say it is just because I want Mr.
Yeah, I think that's his run. That was part of his run.
Yeah, probably so. Let's see. Secret Wars. I believe this. What issue is this? I think this is issue 7. Jonathan Hickman. It's a second printing, though. All the second printings were Virgin covers. So that's how you know. If you get a second printing, it's got a Virgin cover on it. Another Fantastic Four, number 357. I should put that with 358, pair them up. This has got a first appearance, too. I think it's the first appearance of Alicia Masters, or it's the first time that she's discovered to be a Skrull. I think that's what it is. I think that's the first time she's a Skrull, or shown to be one. We've got the Falcon, number 1. This is in a newsie right here. And this is first limited series, first solo title for the Falcon. So, that's up and going. I've got, what is this? This is Avengers number 35. This has got several keys to it. It's got the first cover appearance of Sam Wilson's Captain America, the first cover appearance of Superior Iron Man. This also is the time runs out, like where that storyline takes place. And this is rumored to be the title for Doctor Strange. So, decent little book. Got some Sonic the Hedgehogs. We got Sonic Quest number 2. I know people look for Sonic books sometimes. So there's Sonic Quest number 2. Sonic Boom number 11. The Sonic movies have been solid too. Have you watched any of those, Brian?
I have not. I've heard they've been pretty good. I still haven't even seen what was it with the other video game with Jack Black, Super Mario Brothers. I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. Sonic has been good. It's been like I like them. They've been really good movies. The TV show, the Knuckles TV show, I haven't made it all through that. That's I think a little too silly for me, but the
Okay.
movies have been good. Sonic X number 5. And then I've got this left. And this is all one series. Phil is in the house. What's going on, Phil? Appreciate you coming and hanging out, sir. Yo, I've gotten your message on Instagram. I was out of the state, and no, they can't. I don't know. We'll have to call somebody because I talked to Cliff because you said that he had your address and stuff like that, and Cliff gave me the same exact address. So I don't know why my post office wouldn't be able to send to that. That doesn't. I don't know. And like, I'm not opposed to sending it to somebody for them to send it to you, but like I don't want to also pay for like 3 times shipping either. So yeah, I need to get it figured out with my post office to see like what's going on, why they can't find your address. Doesn't make sense at all.
That's weird. Yeah.
The weirder part about it is like Mr. Akins, he can't send it to Phil either because Mr. Akins was going to send a package as well, and he took his to
I feel like
do what?
I've said something to Phil previously.
That several people have, and apparently me and Akins from the same state can't get our books out to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you try to like print the label at home?
So the first time I did, and the first time my mistake was I didn't put apartment on there. But Mr. Akins had apartment on his and took it up to the post office, and he lives in Lower Alabama. I live in Middle Alabama. He lives in Lower Alabama. And Akins said, yeah, my post office said that address didn't exist. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
So then I went up to my post office with the correct label then and was like, yo, I need y'all to look this up. And they looked it up and they're like, yeah, something's not right. Something's not right on the address. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I got Cliff from Cliff on Comics to give me the address that Phil gave him. And it's the same exact one. So like, yeah, I don't know.
That's really weird.
Yeah, Phil says that you sent him something, so.
Yeah. I'm looking back on Instagram now. Yeah. Yeah, because I usually print my labels at home. Like same. I'll do. I use like through PayPal.
Okay.
And I have a like a thermal printer that I'll just print them at home.
Yeah.
And that's how I did it when I sent Phil. I'm just Googling, and you tried Google, just throwing it in Google.
So I've done it on Google. I've mapped his house. Like I've mapped, like I could drive it to his house.
That is so
like I know it's there. Like and that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna have to go to the post office and be like, look, this is the address right here. Google has it. Why don't y'all? But like, if you go to the United States Postal Service and you like look up an address through zip code, like it'll come back every time that it's not right. Every time. That's yes, weird. Every time. At least it did for me. I could not find his home.
Huh.
So
I maybe even try. I have to look it up, like in like Pirate Ship or something like that.
That's where I sent it for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But like I said, the first time around, I didn't have apartment in there. And so I was scared to do it through Pirate Ship again, especially since I'm having so many people saying, like I've had Mr. Aiken saying, oh, look, it's not there. Like that my post office can't find it. And then I go to my post office and they're like, oh, no, we can't find it.
Have you tried maybe even through UPS?
I should do that. I should just cut it and just go ahead and do it through like UPS or something like that. That's what I probably
because UPS has their ground rates are pretty much the same as like the post office. So
Yeah,
it's not like it won't cost you more money, but that
yeah,
they may have a better,
a better system.
yeah, or be able to locate the address. That's so weird.
But the thing about it is like the same post office that you use that like that everybody else is using,
Right,
like it's all the same system. So
right,
like
right.
why 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 would me and Akins not be able to get a package out,
I don't know,
but
man.
everybody else
Somebody messed
can?
with their database at your post office, I think.
Something.
Yeah,
So, you would think it's all the same though.
yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
weird.
I'll get it to you, Phil. I'll look into UPS. I need to call. I need to actually call my post office and go talk to them. I'm kind of scared of my post office. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, Speaking of Alabama, Alabama boy himself, Jason Aaron wrote this series right here, Southern Bastards, and I've got the entire volume right here. Don't damn us all, Phil. Jeez.
Yeah. I think it's just Alabama, maybe.
Right? Singling us out. Oh yeah, you're considered Southern now, Brian. I forget.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. And speaking of Southern Bastards, by Jason Aaron, I got the entire volume. I think it's either a 19 or 20 issue run right here. They're all first prints that I know of, and this like. If you want to know about some rural Alabama that has, that has high school football as like basically their god, this is it right here. And like I've been to towns like this. It's scary and it sucks, but not all of Alabama is like this. So
Is there
I
any
hate
mention
that.
of the post office in that book?
No, no. You get crooked sheriffs though. You've got you got crooked high school football coaches. But yeah, it was a solid read. It's not done, and I don't think it ever will be. Honestly, this is pretty fairly old. This has got a cool cover with the skull on the ground. This guy right here, this guy sucks. I can't stand him in the book. Let's see what Otaku Mike has to say. I feel attacked. You take that back, Phil. Otaku Mike is from the South as well. I need to know where you're from, dude. 11, 12. I think I messed up. I think this is the B cover, and it throws me off because it's blue. Like every issue is red except for this one issue.
Oh yeah, that's kind of weird.
14. Like even though this one's like white in the back, it still has like red tones. 15. 16. 17.
All right, Mike's in Texas.
Nice. Nice. Over there in Trev's country.
He has a lot of YouTuber community members who are from Texas, but Texas is so big that they could be
Right.
hours apart.
Right. Who is it? Fanboy Prime.
Yeah, Fanboy Prime.
C
Mike,
Bizzle.
Evil Mike used to live in Texas, but he moved. You got
Is he in
Justin, Three
Colorado
Good
now?
Nerds.
That's issue 20. So yeah, that's the end of it. Justin from Three Good Nerds?
Yeah, he's in Texas.
Okay. Whenever somebody says Justin, I always think of just Birch.
Oh, Birch, yeah.
That is it. That's all the floppies that I had for the evening. So let me swap this around. If you are ready.
The dual camera setup and everything, huh?
I do. Gotta keep the glare off.
That's a good idea. I know. I've been considering that, like setting up like another camera to be able to show books that way, but I haven't done that yet.
The nice part is like I don't have to have. I can have two squares if I want, but like I don't have to. Like I can just you can go to the settings, and then once you click on settings, it pulls the thing up. You just click on like camera, and then it's in the drop down. You just switch it over.
I
Like
thought
it's
the you had to in StreamYard that you actually had to pay for it. The double
not for
like
the way this is set up.
oh not yeah right. If you were to have it on screen like I am, if I was your second camera, you would have to pay for
Right.
it. Yeah, that's like a pay feature. Yeah.
Or you go like cheap, like
You
cheap
join
cheap
the stream.
and
You can join the stream from a second camera though too. Like I've done
right.
that with my phone.
Oh, I've done it from the same browser. Not like
Oh, okay.
open another tab and then
Gotcha.
join and then just select the other camera.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's a good trick.
Now
Yeah.
that can be rough on a PC because like, depending on your
Yeah.
specs, like that's two
Yeah. Yeah.
streams at one time. But
So I've got some random stuff to show at first, and then I've got a couple of some limited series stuff like that. This is Last Ronin #2, first print, and it's signed. I don't have a COA, but it's signed by Ben Bishop. I had him
oh
sign it at
nice.
Heroes Con last year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so got the chat with him for a while, but I've never been a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guy. Be just
Mm.
it was a little bit. I was kind of out of comics and cartoons. Not so much comics, but cartoons at that point. So it never really.
Yeah.
I never really got hooked on it. So
Yeah, yeah,
I've got some trade paperbacks too. That I'm trying to think. This is Volume 1, Girls, Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Oh wow.
Not a series I'm very familiar with. So
Did you
that's
ever
the
get a chance to read it?
trades. And then just a bunch of random floppies. I've got these connecting covers.
Oh, cool. And they're cards
Kyle,
too.
yeah, Bishop and not Bishop, Cable and Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have some of these on eBay, but I'll have to. I mean, I'm open even to trade if anybody sees anything they want, and I'm on the hunt for any Volume 1 Spider-Man. I mean, I'm basically collecting all of the Spider-Man series, so Web, Spectacular. I'm working on Team Up, the original Star Wars run. So let's make a deal. You know what I mean? This is
Yes.
yes. This was the like Halloween it like variant.
Yeah. So that's the deceased storyline. And for that storyline they did like horror movie poster
Posters, yeah.
variants.
Okay.
And that was issue 1 and that's the it one. Yeah.
I've got this. These were part of the first round of Marvel packs. So this is the
Oh,
Daredevil
cool.
foil. I think they're limited to like 2,000, 2,500 copies of this version of it.
Wow.
There's that. And then there's a Blood Hunt 1, 2.
Nice. Oh, that's another out of the pack.
Yeah, out of the pack. And I forget. I think, like the limited print run, I think it was like 1,500 or 2,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Some
TM
random
Nerdy in
stuff.
the house. What's going on, TM?
Travis, 2-in-1. I know there's a bunch of people that collect the 2-in-1s. Avengers
Oh, nice.
155.
It's a 30 center too.
Machine Man, a random Machine Man 3. Venture Comics, this is 413.
Oh, nice.
Supergirl. And then this kind of more some of the modern stuff. Absolute Wonder Woman #1. I had this. I picked it up at my shop, and then I had it at ABX. Mark from Legion of Comics, his shop. I
Mm.
had them pull me. I forget why I had them pull me an extra copy. So got an extra copy. First 3 issues of Batman and Robin. So this is the current ongoing. I think this started last year, maybe. So issues 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
Yeah, I started reading it, and then I was like, it just wasn't. So
What
many
for you?
Batman titles.
Right.
Let's see. This is the complete mini series, Batman Reptilian. This is. I think I have 2 issues of one. I've got one of the variant covers. Let's see. Yeah, this was the little mini series they did.
Oh, cool.
So it's issues 1. I think there's 5, 6 issues. So it's a 6-issue limited series. Cool Joker. It was a good read. So that let's see. Then I got some Marvel stuff. This was a limited series from last year. Astonishing Iceman,
Nice.
issues 1 through 5. So it's the complete miniseries. Let's see. This says I'm missing issue 1. Amazing. This was another miniseries they did. Marvel did last year. Amazing Fantasy. This is issues 2, 3, 4. Good Wolverine.
Oh, cool.
And 5. Yeah, issue 5. So issues 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Was that like an anthology series or what was that?
No, it was no, it was just like a mini series, kind of a side story.
Okay.
Let's see. This was the last Secret Invasion. I think this came out around the same time the show did.
Delano.
Yeah, some cool covers. This is, issues. It's a 5-issue miniseries. So the complete series.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Random Weapon X issues 1, 2, and 3. I don't know when this series was from.
It's cool, Lady Deathstrike.
Domino. Then I get into. I don't know why I have these I think I thought I had the whole series, but I couldn't find it. So this is issues 3 and 4. Star Wars. Oh no, I did. This issue. Well, all right. Issue 3, 4, and 5. Boss cover.
Negative Space too. Cool.
Let's see. This is IDW. Ghost of Vader's Castle. I have the issues 1 through 5, the miniseries. Let's see, 2, 3. Yeah, rest of the miniseries.
Nice.
You know what it is? There's so many Star Wars. Star Wars is like worse than Batman and Spider-Man. There's so many Star Wars titles
There is.
that, at one point I'm like, and everyone's a spec book, right? Because there's always a first appearance.
Right.
Dark
That's cool. Is
Droids.
it
This was
metallic?
I think this was one of the variant covers for issue one. I think this was the A cover for issue one. You got C3PO. That's another issue one.
Oh, nice.
So issues. No, wait a minute. Maybe that was
Richard said
issue
Star Wars
three.
was better at Dark Horse.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I've gone back and I'm working on the original Star Wars run because, um, it ties into the original movies and all of that.
Mm.
These I don't know if these are like ash can size.
Oh, cool.
Archie's 543, 574,
Huh.
590. I think these were like reprints in like the 80s of some of the original stories. And then we get into some of our indie stuff. Big Game. This was the Mark. I guess some people say, well, not Millar series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the complete series, issues 1 through 5.
Nice. I showed some Mark Miller
Another.
stuff earlier too.
What'd you say?
I said I showed some Mark Miller stuff too earlier.
Oh, did you?
I had the American Jesus stuff.
Oh, okay. Crash and Troy. This was another. This is this was like a Wave Blue World. So this was like a very small publisher. I don't remember why I picked it up, but it wasn't bad. I think I heard
Huh.
somebody mention it. It's one of those FOMO things.
It
So
gets
this is
us all.
the complete little miniseries.
Nice.
Yeah,
80s guy in the house. What is going on? Thanks for coming hanging out this evening. Appreciate you.
this is the Closet. This is a 3-issue miniseries. This was it's Tynan
Oh.
series.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's
only a
crazy.
3-issue series, which was kind of odd for usually you're 4 issues, right?
Yeah.
Another Dark Horse series. This was pretty interesting. It kind of it's not, but it's kind of like a Batman story. It has a
Mm.
kind of Batman Joker vibe in it, cloaked from Dark Horse, all 4-issue miniseries. Because let's see, this guy, one of the villains, is kind of Jokerish.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So this was an interesting read.
Hmm.
It's issues 1 through 4. If you like, well, I won't spoil it if you haven't read it, but this was it started out pretty good. This series, Eat the Rich,
Yes.
and then it kind of took a turn. It's more of a horror book.
Yeah.
Issues five issue miniseries, so got all
Hmm.
5 issues. So yeah, definitely. Anybody's interested in the books, we can certainly talk trade or whatever. We'll figure it out. I know this is still ongoing. Grimm.
Graham, yes.
This is the first one. Missing issue 2, but issues 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I know. I think a few people are still, a couple people in the community still on this. I kind of fell off. The story kind of was kind of dragging for me. I didn't. It started out good, and then it kind of got slow.
Yeah.
Another mini, kind of a James Bond type story. Old Dog,
Oh,
kind
cool.
of spy story. This is the complete miniseries issues. It's a six issue mini.
Nice.
So it was pretty good. Good covers.
You
This
got a
was
lot of
another
indie
one. I
stuff,
think there
Brian.
was a lot of spec around this one at some point, but it really kind of died down. Primordial
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of heat
is
behind that.
issue, yeah, 6 issue mini. So like a little monkey in space. Let's see, another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book,
Oh,
Splinter,
nice.
IDW. Yeah, pretty cool cover.
Richard said lots of good indie books.
Yeah. Let's see, another series that had a lot of hype around it, Vanish,
Mm.
when it came out, right?
Yeah.
Donnie Cates, Stegman. Let me see. I think I'm missing. Yeah, so missing issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
Oh,
almost a
wow.
complete mini, except for issue 1. I don't know if they were going to do another a follow up to that or not. I'm not sure. And this was another book that was really hyped too. We Live.
Yup.
So that's the free comic book day. That's issue 1 of the first series. Issue 2. And then this was the second series they did, right? We Live.
Mm. Yeah.
There was like a black and white. They had a black
Mm-hmm.
issue and a white issue for issue 1, and then issues 2 and 3.
Nice.
So yeah, I think there was some. I don't know. I know a lot of people had the original series like on their best. Some of the like the best story lists when it first came out, but it kind of died off. Like I don't know. I think the writers, the Miranda brothers, may have had like falling out with Aftershock or something. I don't know. I thought there was some news about them.
Mm. Yeah, I know that like
Yes.
that We Live and then Wind and then there was something else. Like all three of those books at that time were like big. I think James Tynion did Wind, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember who did We Live though. Canto, I think Canto came out about that time
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that was right around that same time. Yep.
That was a big one.
But
So
yeah, I think
collecting with
that's what I
Durs
got.
in the house. What's going on, homie? Thank you for
I
hanging
was
out.
watching him on Whatnot a little earlier.
Oh, nice.
He was slinging some books over there.
Right. Sorry, where he pulled a foil or something over on IG of Captain
Oh, did he
America
post that? Yeah, I know
25.
he had a few more packs to
Yeah.
few of the Captain America Hulk packs to he was selling
Nice.
earlier. But yeah, I think that's what I got for you. That's all the books I have.
Cool. That's nice little get up right there. Richard said, Brian, I'm interested in some of these indie series. I'll reach out on IG.
All right,
Fantastic.
awesome. And then too, we've got last 8 days of the Doctor, my Kickstarter. If anybody's interested in that, definitely go check that out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I got you on here. Like, let's talk the Doctor if you want to talk about it.
Sure. Yeah, so we hit our goal A goal was $1,000. We're about, I think we're at like 1250 right now. So we're fully
Fantastic.
funded. The book is ready to go. It's complete. It's going to go to printer right away. As soon as we finish the campaign, it will go out to the printer. So I'm
Awesome.
hoping by the time the printer gave me a lead time of about 6 weeks. I'm hoping to have it by um, beginning of June.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Yeah. So hopefully, a quick turnaround for to get the book in everybody's hands. So
Has your confidence in your in the experience this time around been I guess for lack of better words better or easier since you've already done issue 1? Like do you feel like this is a lot smoother than doing issue 1?
yeah, definitely learned a lot for during issue one. Kickstarter is pretty easy to use. It's really just about you have to market it. You have to spread the word. You got to get
Mm.
on IG and you got to get on YouTube and you've got to just have people share it. So, I mean, that's really the biggest challenge is just making people aware of it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, actually creating the book was a lot smoother because I had issue two, I learned a lot from issue one. And the artist I worked with was very new artist on issue two, and he was very easy to work with. And he's gonna work on issue three as
Oh,
well.
fantastic.
Yeah, so to have this because I really his art style was really kind of what I kind of thought the book would look like when I first started it. So not that I was unhappy with issue one, it wasn't exactly what I really wanted, although it was still done well. But the artist David Rodriguez, who did issue two, is like the style like I envisioned when I first kind of thought of it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Everything that you wanted when when you were
yes,
coming up with it. Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. I did notice that when I was seeing the previews cuz I've seen the issue 1 and then I was seeing the previews for issue 2 and I was like, "Wow, there's a difference in art and interiors here."
yeah,
So
definitely.
that was
Definitely. Just
awesome.
in like some of the detail, in the background and things like
Yeah.
that, and just his style. So I was really happy with that. And talked to him about issue three, and he was like, "Yeah," and he's working on his own book as well. So I told him, I said, "Well, let me know," because he's never done a Kickstarter himself. So I said, "I'll certainly help you out. Well,
Yeah.
anything that I can do for you, let me know." Um, so yeah, it's like I said, it's really just spreading the word, getting out there and just letting people be aware of it because there's so many different projects. I think I did a search. I think it was last night, and I think there, like just in the comic book category on Kickstarter, I think there was close to 30,000 projects. I think
Wow.
that's what came up. I
That's
thought it was a lot smaller
crazy.
than that, but then I did the search. Um, I just did a search on comic projects. So if you do comic, yeah, let me double check it while we're here. All right, it comes up with I don't know. Right now, when I did the search, it came up with 14,000, but still, that's a tremendous amount of
That's
projects.
that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
That's crazy. Like, wow.
yeah. To think that there's 14,000 people doing comic book work, right?
Right, right. And people like Marvel and DC are having a hard time with ideas. Like,
Right.
come on.
Yes.
How so last time you had a couple of covers for, different packages. Are you doing that again and how's
So
that working out?
we have two. Well, there's actually three covers for the book. One of them is a blank, so a
Nice.
blank sketch cover. So
Yeah.
um, hopefully it will. I'm going to get a bunch of extra copies and get them to some of the artists out in the community and have them hopefully, do something from the book. But
Yeah.
this is just printed. This was just printed on my printer at home. But that's
Yeah.
Philtastic. He did that cover.
Oh, fantastic. No pun intended.
Yeah. And then uh, Rad Comics and Art, Aaron Norton Rad was
Yes.
his original name. That he did the second cover, cover B,
That's awesome.
and then we just have a blank, a blank sketch cover. So
Okay.
because I wanted to have a few more community artists do covers, but I didn't want to have you know a million variant covers. So
Right.
I figured let's do a blank. That way I can send the blank out to, somebody like Roscoe, actual
Yeah.
Dracula, Namen, a bunch of the artists in the community and get them to do, at their leisure, they can, do a sketch. Izzy. So
Yeah. That's
yeah,
awesome. Cool.
yeah, looking forward to it. But yeah, so I just did, a little printout of the whole book but yeah. So all done, ready to go to printer. So I mean, this is one of the pages
Fantastic.
I've shown before.
Yes.
So, but
That looks awesome.
yeah, really,
Nice. Love the layout
I'm
too.
pleased with the way it came out, and um, yeah, so kind of go from there. I'm gonna do, working on issue 3 now, writing issue 3, and then we're gonna have, like I said, the same artists come back and do that. So, but I'm gonna give a little bit of a break because I mean, I'd like to have the books out quickly, but I'm also realistic to that. People have got a lot of things to spend money on, and so I don't
Yeah.
I don't want to just like keep pushing them out as a Kickstarter because you kind of need to give some people a break, right, from spending money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, cool. Do you envision this to be like a mini series, or do you have like a story arc you want to tell and then possibly go on from there?
So issue 3 is going to kind of wrap up the initial story arc, and then I think it really could be an ongoing, based on the doctor and his support group, and you could bring a lot of different characters in and storylines.
Yeah.
But I've also introduced some other characters that maybe could be a spin-off. But the interesting thing is, since I started writing that script, I've I've had 3 or 4 other ideas for different stories that I want to do.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
yeah, I may take a break after issue 3 and do something different. I have a sci-fi story. I have just kind of a regular like drama, everyday life type story. And then the other thing I'm considering is, issue 1 had a lot of people backing it. Not that issue 2 hasn't, but I think there's that when you're doing an issue 1, there's kind of more excitement because it's issue 1. And
Right.
so maybe looking at maybe doing some like one shot stories so that it's just self-contained.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
people don't have to commit to um, something long term. Um, because look, like I said, there's a million different things you can support, right? Between indie books, the books we buy regularly, back issues, charities. There's a million ways to spend money. So
Right. Right. Got you. Cool. Well,
yeah.
what else you got going on, Brian, on your channel since we're getting ready to wrap up?
Got video, pre-recorded video. I kind of dialed it back to like once a week now. And then we do, live stream Saturday, every other Saturday. So I was live this morning. And then Cliff and I have kind of traded off that time slot at 10 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. So Cliff will be live next Saturday, and then I'll be live the Saturday after. And we're going to rotate that every other week. So
Nice.
yeah, and
Cool. Well,
that's
all right
yeah,
then.
that's about it.
And you got how many days left for the Kickstarter? I know you're fully funded, but like how many? There's still
Eight,
time to
eight
like be able to
days.
get your orders in. Eight
Yeah,
days.
8 days. It ends on Monday the 10th, or I think it's Monday the 10th of March. So
Okay.
a week from Monday. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Get your orders in for the doctor. Don't forget
Yeah,
it. Don't let time slip away.
that's
Thank
right.
y'all so much coming and hanging out this evening, especially you, Steve. I saw you come in late, but hey, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Check out the replay if you have missed all the books that we've showed off. I think we've got probably like a long box worth of books that we showed
Yeah,
tonight.
pretty much got a short box full here. So yeah.
All this will be available if you don't hit us up on IG before then. Come March 21st. Let me make sure that's the date. I'm pretty positive that's the
For
date.
Friday, right? The 21st.
It's a Friday. We're doing it at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm looking for my calendar, and for some reason, I just can't find it. Yeah, March 21st, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Purge will start. So, with myself, Brian, and Trev, the shipping guru. So, y'all make sure to mark it in your calendars. Come hang out with us here on this channel on that evening. Again, appreciate y'all hanging out, and we will see y'all later. As always, y'all have a good one.